Today I'm going to be cooking with tilapia. Tilapia is a great white flaky fish. In my cookbook, Recipes and Tips for Sustainable Living, I have this awesome recipe called crappie with white beans and basil, and that's what I'm basing this tilapia recipe off of. The first thing you're going to do is get your tilapia, and you're going to season it with salt and pepper. Get my skillet hot, put my butter in, and a little bit of olive oil so that it doesn't burn. All right, I'm gonna get my fish and lightly dredge it into the flour and shake as much of it off as you can. It's gonna give it a golden brown crust on the outside. I've already cooked my white beans, but I'm gonna warm them up here in just a minute. I soaked them overnight in the refrigerator, took them out, and rinsed them off. I put a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of onions and garlic, and I got those nice and cooked down. And then I put my beans back in the pot, covered it with 2 inches of water, and put it on simmer for about 45 minutes, and my beans were done and they're nice and creamy. This fish is tilapia. I use crappie in my book. You can use any white flaky fish for this recipe. So after about 3 to 5 minutes on the first side, turn it over and go for another couple of minutes. Now I'm gonna get my basil and my parsley. I'm gonna chop those up just a little bit. So I just take a handful and I'm gonna mix that in. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon in it. Your hands are your best tool, catching the seeds. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Put my beans on. Get a little fish right on top of here. And a little bit of my basil and parsley. I'm putting a little bit of olive oil on top of the beans and the fish to give it a little moisture and a little bit more flavor. And here is a great time that you could use a flavored olive oil, but this is just plain olive oil. It took less than 10 minutes in your kitchen, and you are gonna have a wonderful meal. White beans with tilapia.